Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome aboard the beautiful Independence of the Seas here at Royal Caribbean International. My name's Tim Connor and I originally come all the way from Kent in the UK, although I do now live in Orlando, Florida with my wife and my son, and it's my pleasure to be your cruise director here this voyage. What does that mean? Well, basically it means it's my responsibility, along with over 1,400 crew, to ensure that you have the cruise vacation experience of a lifetime. In addition to that, I directly have 120 people working for me just in entertainment alone. Now that includes our wonderful Broadway cast of Grease. Of course, we have our international ice skating champions down in Studio B and our ice show Freeze Frame. We've got all your musicians, technicians, sports staff, youth staff, cruise staff, to name but a few. Now, of course, we have so much going on every single day, a little bit of something for everyone. So what we're going to do now is just take a little bit of your time to do a little video tour of the Independence of the Seas. So let's get started. We're going to begin our tour down here on deck number 5. As you can see behind me, this is the Royal Promenade here on board, the main heartthrob of the Independence of the Seas. Now, we're currently standing at the aft end of the promenade, that's towards the back and your main dining room. And before we even get started, a quick top tip for you to remember maybe how to navigate the ship a little bit is all the food is towards the back and your entertainment is towards the front. So we're going to talk more about that as we go around. Now, just over here to my left-hand side, to begin with, we have our guest services desk. Now, of course, if you have any problems, questions, queries, this is the place that you can come and ask our very friendly team down here, and they're going to be able to help you 24 hours a day. Or alternatively, you can dial 0 from your stateroom telephone. Now, right adjacent to that is our shore excursions desk. Now, one of the most important places here on board. Of course, we want you to have an amazing time here on board the ship, but we want you to have an equally amazing time in our upcoming ports of call, and we are going to some incredible places. Now, with the world being what it is, many people have already booked their shore excursions before they even came on board the ship. So some of the shore excursions are already 60 to 80% full before you get here. So if you have that one shore excursion that you really have your heart set on and you do not want to miss, make sure you get down here to the shore excursions desk today, deck number 5, and book up those shore excursions. Again, our destination experts here on board, so they are able to help you with any and all of your questions. On the opposite side over here, this is the champagne bar, aptly named. It does exactly what it says on the tin. A wide variety of different champagnes, as well as other cocktails, including some wonderful martinis. Make sure you come and check that out in the evening. Now, we are in the world of digital here, of course. Now, Voom, the fastest internet at sea. You can stay connected on your cruise vacation. Now, you can either come down to our Voom desk here on deck number 5 and speak to one of our Wi-Fi experts, or alternatively, you can use your Wi-Fi device to connect to the Royal Wi-Fi network and then just follow the on-screen instructions, and then you can get a package anywhere from one device for 1 hour to multiple devices for your entire cruise vacation. Stay connected with your family and friends at home and let them know that you're having a much better week than they are. Now, as we start heading down the promenade here, our next place we have is Next Cruise. But we've only just got here, you said. Well, that doesn't matter. We've got some amazing deals here on board for your next cruise vacation. Now, if you're one of our Crown and Anchor members, to begin with, welcome back to you. But of course, if you want to book, we've got the best deals here on board. Better that you're going to find at your travel agents, better that you're going to find online. Now, make sure you get in here early in the cruise, because the last day gets very, very busy when everyone decides that they don't actually want to go home and they want to come back and see us again. So come down. Deals are changing all the time, but our onboard destination experts open every single day, whether we are in port or whether we are at sea. Now we continue to move down. Seasons is over here on our right-hand side. We've got some wonderful sporting goods, sunglasses. Make sure you look cool when you head out in our port of call. And of course, there are plenty of places to eat. A cruise vacation, 90% of it is pretty much eating every 30 minutes or so. Don't even try to diet this week. Now, Cafe Promenade, again, is open pretty much 24 hours a day, home to sweet treats. So whether you want a cookie or some morning breakfast or sandwich snack during the day, this is the place to come. Of course, get your coffees here as well, and a little bit of water. Now, as we continue to move down the cupcake cupboard, more sweet treats here. We've got a wonderful variety of different cupcakes, again, open every single day. And Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream parlor. You'll smell the waffles and all the yummy goodness from miles away. And you've even got the Ben & Jerry's cows up there. I don't know how they got there. I've got no idea. Absolutely none. We'll continue to move down, and as you can see, we move into this big, wide expanse here. Now, on our sea days and also in the evenings, right here in the middle of the promenade, you're going to see our sail islands. Now, we put them out in the evening, and that's where all our big additional sails here on board. Of course, everything is tax and duty free, and we have a massive array of different merchandise on sale. So much, in fact, we can't have it all out at once, so every day there are different deals, different specials, so make sure you come out and check them out on a daily basis. Over here behind me, gifts and jewellery. Of course, it's jewellery, it's watches, all those special things. So if you're celebrating a special occasion, or even if you're not, make sure you come down. Again, tax and duty free. The cheapest prices guaranteed you are going to find. Over here to my right here, we now got Michael Kors. Yes, get yourself a lovely handbag or a lovely clutch. And then the car. This is the captain's. I don't know why he parked it here. I wasn't allowed to park my car in the promenade. Anyway, but that's right in front of Vintages, which is our wine bar. Now, this is a great place to come, relax, whether it be daytime or evening. They also do a great variety of tapas as well. Wine tasting throughout the cruise, or you can get yourself a wine flight. But again, a lovely place to come and sit down in the evening. On our other side, it's the official tax and duty-free shop. We've got the perfume in here as well, so all your makeups and accessories, ladies, this is the place to come and check out. We continue down. Next on our little video tour here is the Dog and Badger pub. What a great name, Dog and Badger. With a wide variety of different beers, international from all around the world. And in the evening, it's home to our wonderful pub entertainer as well. Come have a sing-song, get up, dance around and have a great time at the Dog and Badger. Now, Desire over here. It's got our wonderful Pandora merchandise as well as some other wonderful merchandise, so come along, you can check this out. Our opening hours are also posted here on the door, and it's not only wonderful shopping deals here on board, but also in our ports of call. Now, some people come here because they know the wonderful savings they're going to get in our upcoming ports of call, and you can come down and see our port and shopping guide. This is their desk, and of course, when we are at sea, you'll be able to find them here. Opening hours are listed in the cruise compass, and they're going to be able to help you save time and money in our upcoming port of call. You can actually come down and find them tomorrow morning. Check your cruise compass for time and detail for their port and shopping show. Again, guaranteed to save you time and money. We'll continue down now, and over here on our right-hand side, who does not love a little bit of pizza? Everybody, of course. Now, Sorrento's is our pizzeria, as it says here, pizza, slice or pie. They're open pretty much the entire day, whether it be pizzas or other yummy goodness as well. You're going to be able to find it here for a late-night treat. And then directly behind where you're standing over here, again, our tax and duty-free emporium. Everything from wonderful logos, souvenirs, alcohol, and everything else you can possibly imagine. So that is the Royal Promenade. Now, not only is it home to these wonderful shops and these little eateries, but in addition to that, it's home to some of our biggest theme nights here on board. Again, check your cruise compass for full details this week, but we have some serious parties down here in the Royal Promenade that you do not want to miss, as well as the Captain's Welcome Aboard reception, which is going to be happening tomorrow evening. Again, check your cruise compass for full details. But now, we're going to move forward. We've checked out the promenade, so we are going to head forwards. Now we are standing in front of the Pyramid Lounge. This is what we call our secondary lounge here on board, and is where you're going to find many different things occurring throughout your cruise vacation. To begin with, we're home to lots of different game shows in here with your cruise director staff. We've got our resident band in here. Of course, we've got an essential bar. And bingo! Who doesn't love a bit of bingo? Everybody wants to win some money, and you can do so up here at our bingo sessions with our wonderful bingo host and the bingo squad. But again, a great place in the evening to come, check out, take part in a fun game show, and enjoy our house band. Now we're going to head this way. Now we arrive on deck number 3. Again, we're at the forward end of the ship. This is where all the entertainment's located. So we've seen the Pyramid Lounge, but this is the main venue. This is the Alhambra Theatre. So we're now inside the Alhambra Theatre. Now you can access the theatre via decks 3 or decks number 4. Currently we're here at the main entrance on deck number 3. Now this theatre seats over 1,400 people and has live entertainment every single night. Now to begin with, you can join us for our Welcome Aboard show this evening, where you can meet myself along with our wonderful orchestra, our headliner performer, and the Royal Caribbean singers and dancers. Now, throughout the rest of the cruise, we've got some amazing headliner acts, and not forgetting the Broadway smash hit musical Grease. And in addition to that, we've got our wonderful own production shows as well. Again, shows in here every night, so please check your cruise compass for full details. So back here down at the entrance of the Alhambra Theatre, and if we've just turned around now, you can see behind me is the Deck 3 entrance to the Labyrinth. What is the Labyrinth, you ask? Good question. This is our onboard nightclub. Now we've got our own resident DJ as well as our celebrity scratch DJ here on board. We're going to be down here every night banging out the tunes for you to dance the night away to the wee hours of the morning. Labyrinth, Deck number 3. What we're going to do now is we're going to head back round this way and we're going to head up the big and glorious white marble staircase to Deck number 4, where we're going to find another variety of different rooms for you to come and take part in. Now, we're going to start off here at Deck number 4 at the Schooner Bar. Now, this is our piano bar here on board, home to our wonderful pianist, again, here every single evening. And in addition to that, is also home to lots of trivia. Yes, we know you love to play trivia here on board. It's a great way to relax, have fun. But one note, people, it's supposed to be fun and friendly. It's not a blood sport. No need to get out your helmets and your shoulder pads. We're here to have fun. But come down and join your Cruise Direct staff for a lot of fun trivia games. We're going to continue our walk now, and coming up here on our right-hand side, we have the Deck 4 entrance to our nightclub, the Labyrinth. So where we were on Deck 3, this is the Deck 4 entrance to that very same venue. And again, you can come down and watch the people dancing below the bird's eye view. Continue into Casino Royale. Now, who does not like to have a little bit of a flutter? We've got so many of the different slot machines, every type of game you can think of. And of course, we've got tables. What's your game? Is it blackjack? Is it poker? Is it roulette? Do you not even know how to play a table game? Well, if you don't need to worry, because here you can come down and we have free gaming lessons every single day. Right before the casino opens, you can come down and get a free gaming lesson from any one of our casino table hosts, and they're going to be able to explain you all the rules and regulations. But again, open to the wee hours of the morning, and of course, the essential bar as well. We're going to continue through the casino. Come on, keep up. The photo gallery is where we come across next here on Deck number 4. Now you're going to see our photographers everywhere. You're going to think there's probably about 6,000 or 7,000 of them. There's not. There's only a very small team of about 10. But you will see them everywhere. From when you got on board the ship, taking your welcome aboard photos, through to the captain's welcome aboard reception, as you get in and off in port, and all around the ship. Now, if you had your photos taken here on board, this is the place to come and view them, and of course, make any purchases. Now, of course, we're going to have some of our studios around the ship as well. Now, a common misconception is that when you come down, they may ask for your SeaPass card, but you're not paying to have the photo taken. Taking the photo is completely complimentary. It's only paying if you then come up and decide to make the purchases here in the photo gallery on Deck number 4. It's not only the photos you can buy here, but a wide range of accessories, including cameras, memory cards, tripods, and everything else you may need to make your camera a little bit better. But for now, let's move on. Now we come out into this next wide expanse. We're now pretty much standing under guest services where we were earlier on Deck number 5. But being on Deck 4, we are now in Boleros. Now this is where our Latin band take resident on our evening. Of course, we've got another bar behind us. Plenty of space to either sit down, relax, or dance the night away if you know how to samba or mambo, which I know neither. Now we've arrived down here at Deck 3 at the aft end of the ship. Now, important note for people is that some people, as you're heading down to the main theatre, the Alhambra, after you've come out of the dining room, you can't actually get through from one end of the ship to the other on Deck number 3. So if you're heading from the main dining room on Deck 3 to the Alhambra on Deck number 3, you do need to go via Deck number 4 or Deck number 5. But with that being said, down here on Deck number 3, to begin with, over here on my right-hand side now, we have our art gallery, some amazing pieces of work. We have art auctions here on board, art seminars, and just an all-round great art program for you to take part in during your cruise vacation. Then, it's on air, ladies and gentlemen. This is your time to shine. If you want to be a star, if you've always dreamed about being on American Idol, The Voice, America's Got Talent, anything like that, this is the place to come. Why? Because quite simply, it is our karaoke bar here on board. Your 15 minutes of fame right here. Now, we've got karaoke most days of the cruise, mini TVs for you to be able to read the lyrics from. You can get up on the stage, pick from a huge selection of songs, and sing your heart out, and the room will be packed. They will stand, they will sing, they will clap, all for you. Now, this also works as a corridor through to our next venue. Now, we've seen the Alhambra Theatre, which is where we have our wonderful Grease Broadway show and our production shows, but behind me, something very special. One of our signature venues here at Royal Caribbean International, it is Studio B. Once again, we are now here inside Studio B on deck number 3, which is at home to our incredible international ice skating champions in our ice show, Freeze Frame. Now, this is an amazing show that you do not want to miss out on. Multiple showings throughout your cruise vacation with us here on board, so plenty of opportunity to come and see it. Now, it's also home to probably the pinnacle event of the entire cruise. That is the biggest, the wildest, wackiest and craziest game show on the 7 seas, The Quest. Now, for those of you that have cruised with us before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you that haven't, I can't tell you too much about it because that would be giving the game away. But all I can tell you for certain is if you miss it, you will be missing out and you're not going to know what everyone else is talking about for the rest of the cruise. So check out your cruise compass. Don't miss out on The Quest with myself here in Studio B. Okay, so back out here on deck number 3 now. And we've just gone back across from on air in Studio B, and we're now standing in front of the main dining room here on deck number 3. But also, there are entrances on decks 4 and number 5 as well. Now, of course, this is the main place where you're going to be able to come and eat of an evening. And if you want to know what the menu's going to be, we do have interactive menus out here at the front, not only telling you what's happening here in the main dining room itself, but you can also check out one of our wonderful speciality restaurants, either Chops Grill, Giovanni's Table, or Johnny Rockets as well, which we will be talking a little bit more later in this video tour. So we've now covered the main internal spaces, if you will, downstairs here on board the Independence of the Seas, but you are also going to be looking for some fun in the sun, maybe a little bit of sporting activities, maybe a little bit more food. So for that, we're going to take you up to the top levels of the ship, past the decks of cabins, and let's go see what we can find. And now we've arrived here on deck number 11. Now we could go one of 2 ways, but of course, because we're at the aft end of the ship, that is where you're going to find the food. Quite right. So we're going to head down and round to the Windjammer Cafe. Now, the Windjammer Cafe, again located here on deck number 11 at the aft end of the ship. Now, the Windjammer is going to be open for breakfast, for lunch, for afternoon treats and snacky bits, and of course your dinner as well. Now, you don't need to, it's a complimentary service here, so you can come down and take a seat at any point in time. And again, it does get busy up here at some times, but it's a casual venue. So come on in and check it out. Now, it's always very important to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands here on board. We all want to stay clean. Now, over here on our right-hand side, we have Giovanni's Table. Now, this is our wonderful Italian dining restaurant here on board, one of our few specialty restaurants. Now, for our specialty restaurants, they do incur an additional cover charge here on board, but believe me when I say it is 5-star food and 5-star service at its very best, and it's worth every single cent. Now, on the direct opposite side here on deck number 11, we have Chops Grill. Now, Chops Grill is our steakhouse here on board, and who doesn't love a nice bit of juicy steak? Not only steak, but all kinds of other meats, fish as well. So make sure you come up here and check out Chops Grill. It is to die for. But we're going to head back out now along deck number 11. We're going to head to the forward end of the ship right now. So, see if you can keep up. And now we come out here on deck number 11. Now, at the aft end here, as you can see, this is the H2O zone. This is the kids' water park and play area. There's a little shallower pool for you to be able to come and splash in. And of course, we've got all these fun water jets, these wonderful sculptures, little water cannons as well. It's a very interactive and fun play park. Now, of course, parents, notice to all of you, at any point, please, we do request that you do keep a close eye on all of your children here on board when they're up on the pool deck areas. And we also have flotation devices, which are free of charge to use for your children here on board. And you can collect them here on the pool deck. And we please do kindly request that all of your children do use those personal flotation devices when they are in and around the pool. But again, H2O zone, we're going to move down to the main pool deck. Now, this is the main pool deck here on board on deck number 11. 2 main pools on either side where you'll find some fun interactive events, including a little bit of volleyball, and most definitely the men's international belly flop competition will be happening here during your cruise. Again, check your cruise compass for full details. However, if you want to just relax and feel the bubbles, we have a variety of different jacuzzis, not only here, but a little bit further down in the solarium. Also home to our Dancing Under the Stars party during the cruise, where you can come up and party the night away under the stars. We've got our poolside movies on the big screens on a daily basis, lots more besides. So again, keep an eye on your cruise compass for everything happening up here by the main pool deck, including, of course, basking in the sun. But we're going to move on, of course. Next venue is the solarium. Here in the solarium, this is at the forward end of deck number 11, this is our adults only space. We have a couple of counter-levered whirlpools on either side, so not only is it more bubbles to keep you nice and warm and nice and cozy, but they're hanging over the side of the ship, so it's a whirlpool with a view. We've also got another pool here in the centre, and of course, plenty of sunbeds for you to be able to come and relax. And again, this is the solarium at the forward end of deck number 11. But now, we're going to continue forwards once again, and we're going to head back inside. Now we've arrived at the fitness centre. Yes, our main entrance here is on deck number 11. Now, as we come on board, we have our main desk over here at the right-hand side with our fitness studio. Now, we offer a variety of fitness classes throughout your cruise as well, starting very early in the morning every single day and going throughout the day as well. So if you're looking to get in shape, come up here for either a free foot analysis or speak to one of our personal trainers who's going to be able to put you on a specific fitness plan that's customized for you that you're going to be able to take home and use forevermore. Now over here we've got a wide variety of different machines for you to use, whether you want to get on the treadmill, the bike, whether you want to do a little bit of weightlifting or anything else. We've got spin classes. It's all here on deck number 11 if you want to keep nice and fit during your cruise vacation. Continuing up, we're now going to head on up the curly staircase at the front here. Why you look so blue? What's wrong with you? Now, deck 12, directly above the fitness centre, this is the Vitality Spa. Again, open every single day, whether we are in port or at sea. Now, when you come on board, we've got a wonderful hair salon over here, whether you want to have your nails done or your hair ready. Of course, our formal night again tomorrow, so ladies, you may want to come up and treat yourself. We've also got a variety of treatment rooms as well. We've got different types of massage for you. We've also got our Medi-Spa doctor here on board who can help you look up to 10 years younger by the time you go home. Absolutely incredible, non-invasive treatment, and again, everything available up here and more, including acupuncture, teeth whitening. Check it out here on deck number 12. Now, for our junior cruisers here on board, this is the place you want to be. It is Adventure Ocean, located on deck number 12 at the aft end of the ship, so that's above our dining room area. Now, up here, we've got the Challengers Video Arcade if you want to come take part in a few video games, but most importantly, we've got some great activities. We've got several different venues depending on the different age groups here, and you can come up, take part in different events, activities organised just for you, our junior cruisers. Also up here we have our onboard nursery, so that takes care of anybody from 6 months old, the little babies, all the way up to 3 years, and then from there all the way through to 17. As I say, plenty of different venues, plenty going on. Make sure you come and sign up for Adventure Ocean today when you get here on board. We are now here on one of the most interactive places on board the ship, and that's deck 13, our sports court, right at the back end of deck number 13 up here. Now, we have one of the most amazing pieces and most exciting piece of equipment here on board. That is our Flow Rider. Yes, you can surf here on board a cruise ship in the middle of the sea. It's complimentary and it is a lot of fun. Many different sessions. All you need to do again is check your cruise compass for different times. Everything from boogie boarding to stand-up surfing. We even have tournaments as well. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the most popular events here on board. So make sure you come and check out the Flow Rider, or you can even just watch from the bleachers here at the side. Now, moving along from here, we're going to move through to the other part of the sports deck, because of course that is not our only offering here up on deck number 13. Now, as we come around the corner over here, we're going to see our sports court, our big basketball court over here. We do a variety of tournaments up here, from basketball, soccer, and everything else in between. But do you have what it takes? And what am I talking about? I'm of course talking about our rock wall. Standing over 55 feet up in the air there. Can you climb to the top and ring those bells? Do you have what it takes? The only way to find out is to come and give it a go. Again, available every single day. Check your cruise compass for opening times. But maybe you want something a little bit more leisurely. And there, for that, we do have our mini putt-putt course also up here. We have our golf clubs, pencils, and golf balls readily available 24 hours a day. So whether you want to come out during the sun or have a little bit of nighttime putt-putt, this is the place to come, relax, unwind, and have a little bit of friendly and competitive fun. Now, this is, as we've already discussed, one of the biggest cruise ships in the world. We've already seen how much there is to do, but you may struggle to find your way around. Now, don't be embarrassed. You can ask any of the officers, staff, and crew, and they'll happily point you in the right direction. Alternatively, you could use one of these fellas. This is a Wayfinder, and it's an interactive TV here. Now, this can tell you everything from what to do right now, where's a restroom finder, your cruise compass, and also, very useful here, is your stateroom finder. Now, you can just touch this, enter in your stateroom, and it will tell you exactly how to get to your stateroom, which I can tell you is very useful at the end of a long night where maybe you've had one or two too many drinks. So again, check that out. It's our Wayfinders, and they're located in every single elevator lobby around the ship. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, our video tour is finally coming to a close. We've experienced everything from the Royal Promenade to our different restaurants here on board, up on our sports deck, and of course the pool deck, and lots more besides. One final thing I do want to talk about before we go, however, is your daily cruise compass. Now, this is going to be delivered to your stateroom on a daily basis at the turndown service around 6 p.m. and is your daily onboard Bible of everything happening. Here on the front page in the white box, you'll find all the main activities and events happening for that day. And on the right-hand side here in this purpley blue box is all the important information, such as our arrival and departure times from our ports of call. Now, open up here in the green box, we have all our show times, all our main events happening in the evening, as well as all the different opening hours on the adjacent page, and any numbers you may need to call to make any appointments at any of our specialty restaurants or the day spa. And on the back page is a complete chronological rundown of everything happening around the ship that day, as well as our music offerings as well, and of course an incredible live music entertainment program here on board. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do hope you've enjoyed our little video tour here of the Independence of the Seas. Again, this is one of the biggest cruise ships in the world. There is so much to see and do, a little bit of something for everyone. And if there's anything either myself or any of the officers, staff and crew can do to help improve your cruise vacation experience with us here on board, please do not hesitate to let us know. But once again, on behalf of myself, Tim Connor, your cruise director, thanks for tuning in and welcome aboard.